I never paid much attention to the basement in my house. It was one of those places you use only for storage, boxes, old furniture, Christmas decorations, nothing important. But over the last month, my dog Milo started acting strangely around the door that led down there. At first, it was small things. He'd stop in the hallway and stare at the basement door for a long time, unmoving, as if listening to something. Some nights he growled, other nights he whimpered and scratched, but never enough to make me think anything was truly wrong. I told myself he was hearing rats, or the wood settling, or the wind, but deep down, I knew his behavior wasn't normal. The real shift happened on a Thursday night. It was 2:40 a.m. I was half asleep when I heard Milo barking, loud, frantic, panicked. I jumped out of bed and ran toward the hallway. He was standing directly in front of the basement door, nails scraping the floor, growling so low it almost didn't sound like him. I tried to pull him away, but he wouldn't budge. Then I heard it, a soft, slow sound coming from behind the basement door. A footstep. Not a creak, not the house settling, not pipes. A footstep. Someone was down there. I froze, hand on the doorknob, listening hard. And then another footstep. Slow, heavy, deliberate, moving further into the basement. I stepped back, heart pounding. I didn't have roommates. I didn't have family visiting. I didn't even have maintenance scheduled. No one should have been in my basement. I grabbed my phone and immediately called the police. While waiting, I pressed my ear against the door. The basement was silent now, completely still, but Milo wouldn't stop shaking. The police arrived 7 minutes later. They went down first, flashlights sweeping across the concrete. I stayed upstairs, gripping Milo's collar. After 10 minutes, the officers came back up. No signs of anyone, one of them said. No forced entry, no footprints, no open windows. It might have been an animal. An animal? In a locked basement? Sure. Still, they checked the house thoroughly before leaving. Everything seemed normal. The basement stayed empty. Or so I thought. For the next few days, Milo wouldn't go near that hallway. If the basement door so much as creaked, he ran the other way. I tried to ignore my unease, but the memory of those footsteps wouldn't leave me. Then things escalated. Objects in my house began to move, not dramatically, small changes. A water bottle in the kitchen shifting positions, a jacket I hung by the door ending up on the opposite hook, and once my bedroom closet door left slightly ajar when I was certain I had closed it. But the most disturbing sign came one night around 1 a.m. I heard whispering, very faint, very quiet, coming from the air vent near my bed. I turned off everything, the fan, the AC, even my phone, and pressed my ear to the vent. At first, nothing. Then, a slow, shaky breath, a soft rustling, faint movement. Inside my vents. I barely slept that night. The next morning, I decided I couldn't do this anymore. I needed to confirm, once and for all, whether someone was in my house. I called a professional home inspector and asked him to check all the crawl spaces, vents, and attic areas. He showed up at noon and went straight to work. After an hour, he called me over with a tight, uneasy expression. "You have something strange downstairs," he said quietly. My stomach dropped. In the basement? He nodded. Behind the insulation, there's space, a hidden portion of the wall. Someone could have been in there. My blood ran cold. We went down together. He pointed to a section of the wall where the insulation sagged unnaturally. Behind it, he said, was a small crawl space, large enough for an adult to hide in. I asked him to open it. He peeled back the insulation, and that's when the smell hit us. Sweat, old fabric, damp metal, a smell that didn't belong in a sealed basement. Then I saw it. A sleeping bag, a pile of food wrappers, a half-empty water bottle, a small flashlight, and a crumpled piece of notebook paper with handwriting on it. I picked it up with shaking hands. It read, "He leaves the house at 8 a.m. every day. He comes back at 6 p.m. Dog sleeps upstairs. Stay quiet." A note about my schedule, about my life, written by someone who'd been living under my feet. We both backed away slowly. The inspector insisted I call the police immediately. They returned within minutes and searched the entire property, attic, basement, vents, crawl spaces. Again, no one was found. But then one officer called out from the back of the house. We rushed over. The back door, locked every night, had fresh scratch marks around the frame, the kind of marks you'd make if you turned the lock from the inside. Whoever was living in my basement hadn't left days ago. They'd left that morning, sometime while I was upstairs. The police set up patrols in the area, but they warned me there was no guarantee the intruder would be caught. I changed my locks, installed cameras, and reinforced every entry point. I didn't sleep for days. Milo still won't go near the basement door. Sometimes I catch him staring at it, listening, and every so often, late at night, I swear I hear a faint noise from below. Not footsteps, not whispering, just breathing. Very slow, very quiet, as if someone is standing right behind the wall, waiting.